Hello and welcome. I'm BobbyTalksCars, and today is a special day as, in collaboration with my good friend at Superfast Studios, we're launching a new series, as yet unnamed, so I'm sure Ossian will put a name somewhere down here, up there, post-edit, where we'll be inviting a guest to co-review a car with me, except the guest won't know what the car is beforehand. So it could be a dud, could be something pretty special, or something in between. Who knows? And the premise of the show is simple. We'll hop into a car and go through it from top to bottom, assessing how it drives, how it looks, the interior quirks, the styling choices, and how road trip worthy it is. And we'll score it all out of 10. It'll be part review, part chat, part interview, and hopefully with a bit of humour and honest opinion throughout. So, without further ado, let me introduce our first guest, ITV News Central presenter and broadcaster, Mr. Steve Clam.
Hey Bobby! Hey. Great to see you. I've been lurking in the bushes. Now, I just want to clarify, because this is weird for me, because I usually host things.
Yes.
I do the research, so if I was going to see this car as a host, I would know everything, which you probably do. I haven't seen it, so it puts me a bit on the back foot, because I have no idea what we're going to see, and I know nothing about it, so I may look a bit like I know nothing. I know nothing.
It's okay, I know nothing too.
Okay,
We'll both be knowing nothing. Are you excited? Are you
really excited. No, I'm only apprehensive that I'll just be a bit like, what if you picked a car I hate? I don't think there is a car I hate, but there might be one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Rover Metro?
No, do you know what? Rover Metro's got its place, because that was a car that helped save part of the British motor industry for a number of years. So although, yeah, it's not glamorous, that car's got a story of its own. That's the thing with me. Most cars, whether they're the exotic or the more mundane, have a little story behind them, and quite often that story is really important.
I agree. So if we go around the corner, into the bushes, even if it is a Rover Metro, you'll be like,
oh yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Well, is it a Rover Metro? Is it not?
I'm starting to think it's a Rover Metro.
Shall we go and see?
Let's have a look. Okay.
I hope you can fit in the car.
Yeah,
given your height.
I went in a Rover. My mum had a Rover Metro, so I should be fine. With a blue one. Let's see if this is a blue Rover Metro.
So we're
hang on a minute. Is this it?
Yes.
That's not a Rover Metro.
That's not a Rover Metro. It's a BMW Metro. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, that's beautiful.
So first impressions, you like it?
Yes. I like it a lot, and do you know what? I tell you why that's weird? I don't like. Can I say what it is?
Yes, you can.
I don't normally like a lot of BMWs.
I don't either, so it's okay. You're in a safe space.
Yeah, they're not my favourites, but that is, just on first impressions, that is a gorgeous car. Yes.
It's sleek, isn't it? It's stylish, especially with the roof down as well.
Oh, perfect for a day like this.
Exactly.
And that's, I'm going to show some knowledge of BMWs. That's a 6 Series, yes?
Yes, that is a 6 Series.
I've used it up now.
It's specifically a 640D with an M Sport package. It's from 2017, and it's the LCI model. Do you know what LCI stands for? Do you know what LCI stands for?
Liquid Crystal Envision, I don't know.
Something far less cool.
Oh, go on.
Life Cycle Impulse, which basically means it's the facelift model.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd like to think, I don't know, if I was buying a car, particularly from a German brand, I'd like to think they'd done it on purpose. It wasn't impulsive.
No.
Let's just style another car, let's just facelift
when you
it a little
think
bit.
Germans, you don't think impulsive, you think engineer.
Exactly.
That's why their cars are so good. You don't think impulse.
Or do you think they're trying to, I don't know, pretend that they were impulsive?
Maybe they had several meetings about how they could appear impulsive.
Yes, exactly. And there you go. Yes. Here it is. So yeah, it's an LCI model.
Right.
It's got a 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel engine.
Diesel?
Yes, diesel.
Sports convertible.
I know.
Interesting.
We can talk about that later.
Okay.
When we drive it. But I'd like to know your thoughts about that for sure. Stock, it develops 309 horsepower. However, the person that owns this has remapped it, so it develops close to 400.
They were in a rush. They needed to get places quickly.
Yes, that's what I think. And 300 wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough, yeah, okay.
Just needed more. I don't know what your thoughts are in terms of stock versus tinkering away with it.
I mean, I did speak to a mechanic who told me the reason they don't make these cars more powerful is because they have to make sure that engine will work perfectly, whether it's at the top of a mountain with very different oxygen balance or on a road level here. So as long as you know where you're driving, you can do that comfortably without doing any damage to it. I still think if BM had wanted that car to have 400 brake horsepower, they'd have probably given it 400 brake horsepower from that engine. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I just always think like that's what the manufacturer intended, and I want to know exactly what they intended, whether right or wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
hey, we'll enjoy it for now.
We'll enjoy, 400 sounds good. Shall we take a look around the car?
Yes, okay. It's got obviously the traditional BM grille, which is a thing I do like about BMs. These lights, oh, you see, when I first saw it, I love this car, and now I'm starting to see things.
Oh, you're starting to see things that are disappointing.
There's nothing wrong with those lights, the cluster I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I've also seen a few Mercedes with a very, very similar light cluster.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
It's quite similar.
Yes. Okay.
Germanic, I guess.
Germanic.
Maybe they're all going for the same thing. Who knows?
Well,
rose gold.
Yes, I didn't really want to mention that.
You didn't. Do you like them?
I mean, I've met the owner, and I know I should be diplomatic.
But are you going to be diplomatic? They're not here, so it's all right.
Let me tell you things I love. I love the white. I love the chrome details. Yes. Oh no.
No.
Not on that colour car.
You wouldn't get rose gold.
No.
Alloys on your car.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've seen worse coloured alloys on boy racer cars, but that for me is, I wouldn't have that on that car.
I suppose it'd be worse if it was like lurid pink.
That would be awful. But I think if they were in a chrome or a grey, or even some sort of diamond cut black with a bit of sparkle on it or something, that might be nicer. I wouldn't have gone for the rose. I'm not a fan of the rose.
Because initially when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But then I was kind of like, I could see it working with the white. But now, especially after what you've said, I'm not so sure.
Let's move on.
Yes, let's move on. I think it's got a nice sleek profile.
Sleek and very well balanced.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it does have that nice traditional feel of those classic kind of open top cars where you often have the engine at the back, and the engine's in the front in this, or a mid-engine. But it has that look about it, but obviously it's just bigger. It's big, isn't it? This car
is a big car.
It is a big car, yeah.
It's nice. Deceptive because I don't think it necessarily looks big.
No,
but it is big.
It's long, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's lovely sleek lines on it. I like all that.
Obviously, you've got that D there. Diesel. As you mentioned, but we'll discuss that later.
You can't, that D can't come off now? I don't know. No,
I suppose if you try and scratch it off a time.
But I like the back. It's a lovely shape. I mean, it's a lovely shape. The overall shape of this car is
nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
Do you think if the owner matched the rose gold at the back sort of diffuser level, do you think that will improve the car? Or, like you say, alloys black
to match the black,
and then that would then match the black.
I think you could just keep adding rose gold and adding it and adding it.
It won't be enough.
and
rose gold lettering, rose gold, BMW, everything rose gold.
It's all rose gold. The whole car's rose gold. I still don't think I'd like the alloys. No, I would actually. Now I've seen this black at the back with the exhaust pipes, the twin exhausts. There's even more reason I'd have had possibly black alloys on there.
That's a bad move. Maybe we can convince her to, I don't know, redo them.
I just don't mention it.
Yeah.
Just don't mention it. Say we loved the alloys.
We really did love the alloys. So yeah, that's the exterior. What are your thoughts so far? Would you give a rating?
A score out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
Do you know, when I first came round the corner,
yes,
my impulse score,
you were
it would have probably been a 9.
Okay.
Maybe that's because I was expecting to see an Austin or a Rover Metro.
I did put that image into your head.
It would have been a 9. But now I've had a little bit of time to process and get less excited. It's probably dropped a bit. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Rose gold.
And by, for one. Fair enough. By a bit, do you mean a lot or genuinely?
No, not a lot. No, this is a nice looking car. Nobody could say it's not a nice looking car.
Yeah, no one's going to look at that and go, oh yeah, that's ugly.
But if you come back to the front, you could take that BM badge off, and as long as you got rid of the kidney grille, and that could be a Mercedes. Now, I don't know if that's because BMW were influenced by Mercedes or Mercedes were influenced by BMW. You'd have to go through the history books. All I'm saying is it could also, to some extent, be a bit of a Lexus. I mean,
I see what you mean, actually, especially with the back as well.
Yes.
I feel like the way the rear headlights are sort of shaped.
And I think that means it's not unique enough. Now, I do appreciate with modern cars, and this is relatively modern, they've got to hit the safety quotas.
Yes.
Not just for the crash for the people inside, but in case you hit somebody. And that has very much formed a lot of the decision making with style, I think. So maybe, but at the end of the day, I've got to be honest, and if that was a DB5, an Aston Martin, or many a classic Alfa Romeo,
you're not going to see the same thing or something similar to that.
Exactly. And if you had them all lined up, this wouldn't be the car I said was the most stylish. So you've got to be honest. So that brings me probably down to about an 8.
Okay.
But then there's the rose gold issue.
Yes, that is a problem.
And I'm not going to chip off a whole point, because I've definitely seen much worse coloured alloy wheels. They're not horrific at all. Just for me, I wouldn't have had that with the white car.
Would it make it better if you thought they were just gold, not rose gold? It's still bad.
What, if I lied to myself?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
If you lie to yourself, or just pretend, just don't look, just look up. And just sort of like...
I'm trying, with sunglasses, either way. Now, I'm going to knock off a half point. So 7.5, which is, I think, a very decent score for what is a fairly modern car.
Yeah.
Or where would you be?
I mean, it's a hard one, because I do think it does look nice, but to me, the emotion is what I want, and I think that's kind of missing in a car like this. Obviously, today's a sunny day, it's a convertible, roof is down, brilliant.
Yep.
However, when I think of that sort of specific combination of different elements, I think to myself, Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
When I would walk up to it, I'd be like, ooh, ready to get in.
Yeah, a Spider or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't necessarily feel the same sort of emotion. And to me, emotion and design are very important elements.
They are,
to a car. It could have a 4-cylinder. I mean, I don't think that's a good idea, but it could have a 4-cylinder, and as long as, I don't know, the outside, the design spoke to me, I'd be like, it's okay.
I don't think you'll see this in 30 years' time, apart from in B&W magazines. I don't think you'll see it in many classic car magazines of cars, iconic cars of the 2017s.
Yeah.
Nice car.
Yes.
But then again, how many would you see from 2017? Because they all look a bit
similar.
samey. Yeah.
That is the problem with modern cars.
Yeah.
So I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So I'll be a bit harsher.
Oof. Okay.
And I wasn't looking at the rose gold.
Oh no.
I was trying to avoid that in the score. I suppose if I factor that in, it would be 6.5, but we won't.
And for those screaming at us now, let's remember 7 and 7.5. That's a high score.
It is a high score.
I mean, there are an awful lot of perfectly fine cars that I would say were 4 or 5, and they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'd still be happy with them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So 7, 7.5. I think
it's above average.
Above average.
Yeah.
Knocking on a Rover Metro. Almost.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, well, next we'll drive the car and see how that feels. Steve, as you may know, I'm not a big fan of modern cars, so I'm hoping that I can set up all the maps and all that kind of stuff. Literally, like as we have done, if you get into this car and set off, if no one told you it's a diesel, I don't think you'd know, would you? Personally.
No.
Take the third exit.
I'm enjoying this, by the way.
Yes? As a passenger so far?
As a passenger, the chat is good, but the passenger position, if you will, very rare I'm a passenger, you know, because I do all the driving almost all the time.
The same. I'll feel awkward when we switch as well.
It's really comfy. I'm 6'5", as we mentioned, so I've got long legs, and I'm really comfy in it.
Well, finally, we're in some relatively open road. Whoa.
Oh yeah. It's got some welly, and I tell you what, that wasn't a bad sound.
That wasn't a bad sound.
Wasn't a bad sound.
Now, do you want to know what the story about the sound is?
Yes, don't tell me it's not real and the fake one coming out the speakers.
So you briefly heard it because we briefly had a chance to for me to put my foot down. Sadly, that is not a real sound.
Oh no!
It's all fake. I don't know what is it? Computer generated CGI, whatever. Because this car doesn't have a sound, and they've put that in. And it's funny because when I first tried this car out, I was like, oh, this is quite nice for a diesel. And then I found out it's totally fake.
That is disappointing.
Does that ruin it?
Yes.
It does.
I mean, as you know, I drive an electric car now. I know that's...
But surely then some
people...
sound is better than no sound.
Well, no, because I don't want a fake sound.
Oh,
so
because it's
I want
fake.
it to be genuine to the car.
Honest.
So the electric car is practically silent, and that's great because that is how it should be.
Yes.
And do you know what? I would rather have this car with practically no noise, if that's what comes out of the engine, than a fake. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Would you prefer it if it, instead of no noise or fake noise, it had like a really annoying sort of tractory diesel sort of? Would you prefer it then?
Well, do you know, weirdly I would, because at least it would have the character that came with a diesel engine.
Yeah. I think I'd agree with you, to be honest. I think when I found out that this is a fake sound, then we'll do it again. It's got poke though.
Oh, it absolutely goes like a rocket, but
it does.
The sound is not doing it for me.
I suppose it's kind of like, let's say you're having a good time with your respective other, and then you realise they've faked it all along.
Yes.
Disappointment.
Oh, now that's got me thinking. How would I know?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that was fake until you told me.
There you go.
Yeah, what you don't know doesn't hurt.
Exactly, that's the phrase.
I mean, what BMW, be proud, you've made an incredibly smooth diesel.
Yeah.
That doesn't rattle.
Twin turbos, goes
like a rocket. Just be proud of that. You don't need to add fake sounds.
Now, what's interesting with this car, although it's a diesel, so as I'm sure you know with diesels, you've got to kind of coax it to get some semblance of power. They have put the twin turbos, small twin turbos, relatively lower end of the power range.
It kicks in very quickly.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily, when you put your foot down, you don't feel waiting for the power and then bam, it's coming. You kind of get it, which is, I think, a positive thing with this engine. And I've got a question for you. So you're a child of the 70s?
Well, 80s. I was born in 76, but yeah.
Yeah. Hearing the word turbo, does that evoke something in you?
It's a
turbo. Oh, it's
funny,
a turbo.
Well, yes. I mean, it used to be like
it's a turbo.
I don't, because in the 80s they were sticking turbos on anything.
Yeah, they were. Renault 5 turbo.
Renault 5 turbo, MG Maestro turbo.
Yes, Lotus Esprit turbo. I think that worked out.
Yeah. And then I think, I'm not 100% certain on this, but I seem to remember they had turbos in F1, and then they banned them because they were too powerful or something.
Yeah, I think they were like developing like 1,000 to 1,500, I want to say. I might be wrong.
Crazy. But they would, but I don't think turbos in those days were anything like what they are now. You always used to hear about turbo lag. Obviously, I was too young to be driving those cars. But
yes.
I would read them in Autocar and What Car. You'd hear all the time about turbo lag.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a dirty word. It was almost like your cheap way to get a powerful car.
Yes.
Although that being said, a mate did have one of those MG Maestro turbos, and flip
that must have gone like Sting.
Like a rocket. What a car.
I would love to drive that.
I loved it.
In terms of the driving, I mean, I'm sure you will experience it, Steve. One thing I don't like about modern cars, and I find them disjointed, and I think a lot of them have got electric steering, so when I'm driving on the road, I don't necessarily feel like there's enough feedback through the steering. I just feel like, I'm sort of steering and it's sort of happening, makes sense. And it's the same with the brakes. Like, the brakes are good, but like even just the gentlest, you have to really feather it, and I don't necessarily feel like I can.
You're not feeling you're connected with the drive.
It feels disjointed. What kind of driver are you? Would you rather have a car that does all the work for you, or just enough so that you're refreshed but not too much?
I think it's nice when it does
all of the work.
All the work, and I can just close my eyes and have a nap. No, I like to be engaged, but do you know what? It depends on the day of the week.
Yeah.
If I'm just heading into a big city to go to the TV studios or something, the less work I have to do, the better.
Yeah, because you want to be refreshed at the moment.
But if I'm going out in the country, like we are now, you want to feel engaged with it, and as though you're in charge. You're in charge. The car's not in charge. You're in charge.
Yeah. Like today, I feel like it's sort of I suppose it's balanced in a way. I do feel like I am in charge, but I don't necessarily think I'm fully in charge. It's sort of, I guess, a happy equilibrium.
I mean, that sounds to be one of those relationships where you think you're in charge.
Oh.
But actually, you know deep down, if you were really honest with yourself, they're in charge.
And you've got experience of those types of relationships?
All of them.
Lovely. I know what you mean, though. You're happy one minute, and then you're like, but did I really have any input whatsoever? Yeah. Well, you know, it's comfortable. It does the job, I think.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's very quiet when it's not doing fake engine sounds.
You can change the modes as well. So we're in Comfort Plus. You can go up to Sport Plus, and that turns off the traction control.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I think cars have probably, over time, just become gradually more generic.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, that doesn't mean there haven't been some absolute beauties along the way, but they have all just sort of, bit by bit, become the same thing with a tweak here and there.
I suppose, I think, like, if you own an SUV, does it matter what SUV you own? You know?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or, like, if you own a saloon, if it's a relatively modern one, does it matter? They're all relatively. If you say they're all relatively similar.
Well, my dad, he had saloons a lot, and it was usually based on, could he get a Fender Stratocaster in its case?
Important.
To fit lengthways across the boot.
Okay.
So that guitar in its case would go to the showroom with him.
Yeah.
Pop the boot open. Does it fit in the boot? Yeah, if it's yes, that car is on the list. If it doesn't, not interested.
Oh. So what I'm gathering is that you think it's important to establish what you need the car for.
Yes.
And then decide.
Exactly. I'm 6'5", so the first thing I need to check is, can I fit?
Yes.
Has it got headroom? You'd be amazed the amount of cars that don't have enough headroom when you're tall.
Yeah, I think I'm worried if the roof was up.
Yeah, I might chop my head off and give me a little haircut.
Let's not put the roof up. We don't need to be fair. So how did you fit in the Rover Metro then? Was it a Rover Metro? Did you say MG Metro?
Yeah, it was a Rover Metro. It was an Austin Metro that my mum had.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
you were
cars
small
in
then,
those days had a lot of space because, of course, they didn't have any kind of safety protection.
Yeah, you could just like stretch out.
No crash zones or anything. So all they had to do was make sure the engine bay was big enough to put a 1.3 in or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then the rest of that car was space. Unbelievably spacious cars back then.
That is true. That is true. I remember my granddad, he had like a 70s, I want to say Peugeot 40 something, 406, 407. He had it for years, and it was absolutely massive.
Yeah.
You could literally stretch out
loads
in
of
the
room.
front, just relax.
Going back to the original question, I could fit in all cars in the 70s and 80s because they had acres of space.
Yeah.
Apart from the Alpha Spider that I couldn't get my knees, even as a passenger, I couldn't get my legs under the dashboard with the seat all the way back.
That is a shame because, you know, me and you, we love our Alphas.
Spider. They both did a Spider.
They did a Spider. It was the Fiat 124 Spider, for which they then reincarnated it, but with Mazda gubbins in. There's like a newer version of it. Yeah. We've mostly sat in traffic, unfortunately, viewers.
This is a terrific traffic car.
Yes, this is terrific. But would you feel different if you were sat in an Alpha Spider in traffic?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, definitely.
Knowing that it's an Alpha Spider?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, oh.
I'd be like thinking...
You reckon she'd look at us? She'd probably
there's a
look at
woman
us.
walking past. Didn't even notice us in our BM. If we were in Alpha Spider now, she would have definitely come over and asked for, well, at least your number. She's probably...
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, have you both our numbers?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm crap with technology, so I wouldn't even know my number or indeed work out how to get it out on my phone. And that would just be awkward.
Just give my number. We'll both give my number.
We'll both give your number. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Alpha, different kettle of fish.
Yeah. I suppose even though you can't see the exterior and you'd be stuck in this traffic, you'd know it's an Alpha, and that would make it different.
The only downside is we also might have broken down.
Yes. Particularly if it's an old Alpha.
Yes. So there's pros and cons.
It would have probably overheated.
Yes.
Today.
Which is weird, being they're made in Italy. You'd think they'd be ready for heat, but no.
That's a good point. I've never thought of that with Alphas. They always break, like, you know, Italian cars break down in the heat. Why?
I don't know.
And I think, to be fair with this car, for me personally, I don't know how you feel, but I think it's got just about enough technology, but just about enough buttons.
I like buttons.
Yes.
Because the car I just bought, this electric car, I was in the showroom and it had buttons. And immediately I was like,
The MG's got buttons, the MG.
The MG has got buttons. But the salesman said, oh, well, if you like this one, come and see our, is it the S6? Mine's an S6. Anyway, you get the idea. They're all very similar. But they've got one that looks a bit like a Tesla. It's more sleek and sporty and shorter.
Yes.
And he said, if you like the one you're looking at, which was the big SUV from all my kids, you'll love this one. I went and looked at it and I said, I don't like it. It's got no buttons. It just had a huge touchscreen in the middle.
Well, I think that's actually quite nice of MG that they offer buttons or no buttons.
Or no buttons, yeah. No,
I would have imagined that in an EV.
I was very drawn to mine because it has buttons. You've got buttons for the volume, for the temperature, for various things.
You've got a screen still there.
It hasn't got as many buttons as this. Oh yeah, it's got a much bigger screen because they are bigger now, aren't they?
Yeah.
It hasn't got as many because it hasn't got a CD. But this has got a CD player.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you don't get those now.
And this isn't that old of a car.
No.
It's 2017. That's...
Yeah.
We've had a cassette player, imagine.
Oh, a cassette, can you imagine?
The roundabout. Take the second exit onto Oxford Road, A41.
I tell you one of the nice things sitting in this car.
Yes.
You can't see the rose alloys.
That is a plus.
Yeah.
That is a plus.
Nice.
Can you see in the reflection in my car there?
No.
Oh,
No, they are
that is also another plus.
Yeah.
I suppose I've got a question going back to Bond. We talked a bit about the different Bond cars. Is there one that's your ultimate Bond car?
Well, I probably would go with the Lotus Esprit.
The original, not the turbo.
The white.
The white, yeah.
The white one, because as a kid that film was on ITV. Yes. I'd watched it with my dad.
And you work for ITV.
Basically, that is why I work for ITV. It's because they show the Bond films.
That's a fair enough reason. I would if I...
when it goes into the water, everything about that car is brilliant. The chase scene with the helicopter, it's got so many gadgets.
Yeah.
And the DB5 is a gorgeous car, obviously, but it does look very old-fashioned. Whereas that Lotus, as a kid, looked very modern and very high-tech, very fast.
Have you been in one?
No, I haven't. But they're very small, aren't they?
They are.
You don't really get that sense watching the film.
It's very much like a go-kart.
Yeah.
And you don't get that because you think of the wedge shape and you think, well, it's massive, but it's nice.
Yeah. What's your favourite Bond car?
Well, I'd always loved the DB5, but growing up, I think everyone just says it's the DB5, and I just feel...
Too cliched.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah. Got to say something original.
So I think the Lotus Esprit Turbo, actually.
For your eyes only?
Yeah, love that car, and I think it looks...
Does look great. It doesn't last long, sadly.
It doesn't, which is a shame. So we've just had a driver change off camera, going through the drive-through in the boat.
Oh, behind a Fiat Punto, although a more modern one.
A lovely Italian.
What do you want?
Hello. Can I get a large Sprite Zero? And some small fries and a double cheeseburger, no pickles.
Small fries, double cheeseburger, large Sprite Zero.
And another medium fries.
Anything else?
No, that's it. We're ordering for the family.
That's it, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you so much. Is it comfortable through the drive-thru?
I'm nervous.
It's a big car.
It is a big car.
And you can't tell when you're looking at it initially, I think.
It's just judging where that bonnet ends because it's long.
Yeah.
But so far I've driven several feet and it's really nice.
Yes?
Yeah.
I suppose if me and you were going on a road trip down to the south of France, this could do the trick. It's got 2 cup holders.
I think we could be happy. We could.
Yeah, we could eat comfortably. We could
yes.
I mean, with your height, if we happen to have children,
yes. Yeah.
That would be
children without legs would be preferable.
Yeah. So I suppose.
Yeah.
If we were a couple, which we're not.
Which we're not.
We could adopt children without legs, and then we could take them to the south of France. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's realistically, it's a 2-seater, isn't it? And then just occasionally you'd squeeze someone in if you absolutely had to.
Yeah. Like if it was just you and your babe going down.
Yeah. One of my many babes.
Yeah, you know, you could
Any of them.
you could literally go down and I suppose put your bags there and it'll be fine
Yeah.
for a few days, wouldn't it?
Thank you.
Thank you
And
very
then my lad was going to the chip shop.
much. Ketchup, I guess.
Yes, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you.
You too. So I just had another cheeseburger and chips. Right.
There's nothing wrong with a cheeseburger and chips.
Safe, isn't it?
There we go. You can use the cup holders. That's my one, actually.
I've not told you my Top Gear story.
Oh, you should tell me your Top Gear story. Is it with the original cast?
With the original Top Gear, before it became a kind of entertainment show, you know.
Oh, so before Jeremy...
Before they did the whole studio
Yeah.
with an audience thing, and it was if you don't mind me saying, a proper car review program.
Yeah.
And they used to do a few quirky things, but it was ultimately a car review program. Anyway, they were looking for a new presenter, and I was just starting in TV then, and they had a competition or something. You had to send in a tape with you reviewing the car. So I sent a tape in. Never heard back, which is absolutely fine. That's the story of being in TV. Never thought anything of it. Years later, I was working for the BBC.
Yeah.
I was working for the BBC when they were closing down Pebble Mill,
Okay.
which is big studios in Birmingham, and they were sorting through archive, and the tape librarian found this tape with me on it.
Wow,
And it was-
after all those years.
After all those years. And it was kept because they had this whole file, and it was, of all the people who sent the tapes in, of which there were presumably thousands, they'd kept their final 10.
Wow.
And I was in the final 10.
So you could have been a Top Gear...
I could have been a Top Gear presenter. I mean,
Would you know who you would have been in...
No, do you know? I actually didn't.
Who
'cause
you'd
I don't
been?
know. I don't know who got it in the end. I mean, I watching this tape back. I was
stop.
Oh yes, it's very big, isn't it? Watching this tape back, I was horrendous. So I don't know why they had me in the last 10, but
I doubt you're horrendous, don't be silly.
So yeah, there you go. I was potentially 9 presenters away from being a
That is pretty
Top
cool.
Gear presenter.
How did you, I presume you did journalism at uni and you always wanted
Well,
to be
do you know,
a
it was a
journalist?
funny start I had in TV. I didn't plan to work in television. I planned to be a sound engineer, and I was training to do that. And I was on a tour with a band, and a film crew was filming the tour to make a documentary about this band trying to break it big. I think they'd actually had some success, but they were trying to, break the big time. And I was filmed a few times. I didn't really think anything of it, but it just picked me up occasionally. At the end of the shoot, at the end of this small tour we did, the director of the documentary said to me, "Have you ever thought about being a TV presenter?" I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" He said, "You're just so natural on camera." And his name was Kevin, so thank you, Kevin. And
Thank you, Kevin.
yeah, thank you, Kevin. So I went and I went back to study journalism. So that's one tangent. I'm now doing journalism under his recommendation. While I'm doing that, I'm working in a shop at weekends, and an actor used to come in. I really hated it. I can't remember his name, but I think it was Mark. He was in a few ads on television.
And you hated him.
No, I liked him.
Oh, okay.
I hate myself for forgetting his name.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Mark.
I was like, wow.
Because he played a very significant part in my career, because I was chatting to him one day. I was in fish overalls, picture that,
Nice.
behind the salmon and the cod and the haddock. And I said, it's been suggested I could work in TV too. I don't know what he would have thought, but bless him. About a week later, he came back into the shop, said, "You mentioned you want to be a TV presenter. My agent in London's after a new kids presenter. Would you be interested?" And I'm there in fish overalls with guts streaming down the front of me.
What a look.
Yeah, exactly. It paints a sexy picture, doesn't it? And so he gave me the card for his agent. I contacted them. They wanted something on tape. I got something on tape, sent it to them. They liked it, invited me for a meeting. Had a meeting. They got me a screen test for this kids TV show, and I got the show. I got the first show I ever went for.
Wow.
So I became a kids TV presenter.
What show was that?
That was on a channel called the Children's Channel.
Okay.
I was with...
Says what it...
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it was. Yeah. You
The
can't mistake
Children's
that.
Channel,
Yeah.
you know what you're
Yeah,
getting.
you know what you're getting. And it was terrific fun, and brilliant, absolute blast. Did it for a couple of years. Finished doing the journalism thing as well. So it was weird. I was at college and I was actually on TV, and then it kind of went from there. I knew kids TV wouldn't last long because you very quickly get too old for it. Started getting offered some bits in sport, which snowballed, and I did loads of sports stuff, mostly football, for years and years for a couple of different football clubs, including Man United. Then I went to Sky Sports and did Sky Sports News, and then there was an opportunity at the BBC in Birmingham, and I went up there, and that was like a dream come true to work for the BBC.
Yeah.
And then ITV offered me a deal a few years later, and I went to ITV, and
what
again
year was
another dream
ITV?
ticked off. What's it? Sorry,
What year was ITV?
2005.
So does that make you the longest running what's the word? Longest employed ITV presenter, longer than Holly and
well, longer than Holly, but I've done different things for ITVs on different shows. I've only been presenting the show I present now for, in fact, as we film this, 4 years ago today. No, but literally 4 years today.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the happy ITV News Central birthday to Steve. But like in terms of being employed by ITV and some sort of presenter of some guys.
Yeah, I mean there was
one guy.
Longest. There was a guy who presented Central News before me, Bob Warman, who's a legend in the Midlands. I think he did it for over 30 years. Yeah, like pretty. Yeah.
Just ITV News Central specifically.
Central. He presented. He also did The Price Is Right. Do you remember
The Price Is Right?
You don't remember the game show The Price Is Right? Come on down. People will remember The Price Is Right.
Is that the one where it's like the antiques and they bring the antiques?
No, this was a game show where panelists would be called down from the audience, and they would come on the show, and then they'd bring on a boat or a car, and they'd have to say how much it was. But then they'd all have quirky things, and the price is right, or not if you get it wrong.
Wait, so if they say the right price for the car, they would get it for free?
Yeah, they win it.
Oh, okay.
It was great.
Yeah. Maybe you should do a game show too.
I want a game show. If anyone's watching this,
the price is not right.
The price is not right. Yeah, that'd be too easy.
Oh, actually, you're right. You're more likely to get it not right. What a stupid thing to say. Should I see if maybe they're waiting for
yes.
I don't know.
You've got their food.
And I've got their food. This is a good point.
He did. Yes. I would pause this camera, but I don't know how to do that.
I don't know. Should I just pause it anyway? I think.
Do you know how to do it?
I think. So just before we get on to your experiences and in terms of the driving, what would you rate the sort of road trip,
Our experience?
Yeah, of the road trip worthiness of the car.
Oh well,
like it's got two cup holders.
I would happily do a road trip in this car. I've gone 100%. It's
nothing. It's got everything you need. It's got enough space.
It's comfortable. It does a lot of stuff for you when we work out which button you have to press.
Yeah.
It's got annoyances like why do you have to pull a door lever twice to make it open?
Yes.
What?
We realised that just recently.
Yeah.
For some reason we have to pull. Maybe it's a system.
Well, you left me to go and do something. I was stuck in the car because I couldn't work out how to open the door.
It's because you have to pull the lever twice. Why?
But no, I mean it's a great car. It's smooth. It's quiet. I've got my gripes, but let's hold on to those for a second.
Yeah, I think overall, I could easily do it.
You could chew up 1,000 miles of this in a couple of days.
Do you think 9? Or do you think 9's a bit too nice? 8. The gripes take it down maybe to an 8 because I think living with it on a day-to-day basis, I feel like it's a bit annoying.
I think if it wasn't for that sound that it pumps in every time you touch the throttle.
Yeah, that's the worst of the gripes.
Because I'll tell you why it's a gripe. I'll tell you this right now. When you're at slow speeds and you touch it, it pumps that sound in. But the sound isn't connected to the feeling you're getting from the car.
Exactly.
So you get far more sound of revs. So it's almost, when we were coming out of the car park just now,
yeah, you were pressing the...
I kept pressing because I couldn't understand why I was hearing all these revs and we weren't going anywhere.
It's a bit disjointed, the car, I feel.
Yeah, a bit like you said about the steering.
Yeah.
You don't quite feel that it's connected to what the car's actually doing.
And you kind of get what I'm saying now.
Yeah, and I definitely get that with the throttle and the noise the throttle makes.
I suppose the question I want you to have at the back of your mind, and I suppose subsequently at the forefront of your mind before you answer it later on, is so obviously this has got a diesel 6-cylinder engine. This specific era of 6 Series, you could get this car in an 8-cylinder. I think it was a 4.4 litre. I might be wrong, and someone might prove me wrong later on, but I think you could get it in a 4.4, something like that, V8.
Oh, okay, V8.
Would you rather have this car in that engine, but with that engine, or would you be happy? Would you say this, in your opinion, is good enough?
So you've got a V8 petrol?
It's a V8 petrol, yes.
Well, 100% I think this car...
Oh, you can answer this now?
I mean, because it would be miles better with a V8 petrol, wouldn't it? Admittedly, we'd have to stop at every other fuel station to fill it up, but you'd have real sound.
Yeah.
you'd have more connection to the engine, because when you heard the sound, those were the revs that were actually making it move.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have a D on the back of it.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Diesels, well, I would say they have their place. Increasingly less have their place, since we know how much they're poisoning people, but they have their place. Tractors, coaches, large SUVs, maybe.
Yeah. But in a drop top sort of sports car, shall we say?
Yeah. Now, I do appreciate that the owner, I think, wanted to do long journeys in this originally.
Yes.
Lots of long, very long journeys.
Yes.
And I do get the diesel was useful for that. But if you're well off enough to have this car,
You can have it in 8.
you have it in a V8, and that's the fun car that you use for doing fun stuff.
Yes.
When you've got to ship your kids around or go to the tip with a load of hedge trimmings,
Yeah.
that's when you use your diesel SUV people carrier thing.
Exactly. And I know the owner now uses this car as a weekend car, which sort of provides ammunition, fuel to that point, which is that I think it should be a 8-cylinder.
Yeah, so she's having dirty diesel weekends.
Dirty diesel. That's nearly alliteration, but
Dirty diesel days?
dirty diesel. Days is the best.
Yeah, so we're going to
Triple D.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. I think if you could have the option to have this car in an 8-cylinder, that's the car to have. And I think it would. I mean, we'll do our final scores on the drive and all that later. But I do think if this was an 8-cylinder, it would bump up the score drastically.
I've got a little bit of space now, and there's no one around me, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit of something.
Yeah, give it some beans.
Oh yes. Yeah.
It is quick.
Yeah.
It is quick.
But I mean, it's interesting. As I say, I've very quickly got used to having an electric car, so I don't know if this is a fault on my part. But I feel there is a delay between putting your foot down on this and anything happening.
The more I think about it, the more I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's partially because it's a diesel or partially because of that whole sound sort of disjointment with the car. Probably like a combo of both, I want to say.
You're getting the sound pumped to you before the engine has actually had time to spin up and give you the power. That's probably true. Oh,
Exactly.
we're at 30 now. Why is this a 30? Better not get arrested while we're on camera. Off camera's fine, obviously.
Yeah.
But on camera.
Off camera, we can do whatever we want. I think that is a bit of a shame. And I suppose my next question to you is, what's your favourite engine? In terms of cylinders, to me, it's the 6-cylinder, which I think is underrated, but I can name you some great 6-cylinders. Porsche, famous for their flat 6s, historically pretty much always. Alphas love 6-cylinders.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure you remember that famous Busso engine, yes. The famous Alfa Busso engine of like the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Corker of an engine. So I think the 6-cylinder would be what I would plump for, but I don't know. Would you prefer a 4-cylinder? Would you prefer an 8? Do you prefer no cylinders now with your EV?
Well, I think the 6-cylinder actually gives you a bit of balance.
Yeah.
Because you get a little bit of rawness if you put your foot down.
Yeah.
I think you make a good argument. You get a bit of but also it's a very civilised engine as well. It can be driven as a very nice car.
Yeah.
It doesn't roar at you all the time.
Like I think it could be creamy and smooth. It can be pokey.
Yeah.
If you want it to be.
What I wouldn't pick is any diesel.
Yes. So I suppose the 6-cylinder element of this car, good. Although 8-cylinder would be quite exciting. The diesel is what basically drives it down.
Yeah. And as I say, as a drive, there's nothing wrong with the diesel. I mean, goodness, it's smooth as anything and it's quiet. But there's that delay in getting the power when you really want to go for it. Once the power comes, my goodness, it's fantastic.
Yes.
Wallop, you're in the back of your seat.
Yes.
But there is a slight delay in that power coming through. Maybe that's the turbos winding up, I don't know.
Which is interesting because they've, I believe they put those twin turbos lower end of the scale.
To try and give you that thump immediately.
I guess it hasn't fully overcome.
At the end of the day, it's a diesel. So it's going to have the pros of a diesel. It's economical. And it's going to have the downsides of a diesel is that it can't wind up the spinny things as quickly.
And just like go.
Do I sound like a mechanic?
You sound like a mechanic to me. It's more than I do. I just think if a car looks really good, drives really well, having a good time.
Happy days.
Right, we've got a nice clear road. It's a national limit. I ain't got long because we're going to hit a junction. So let's go.
It does go when it finally lets you. It really does go.
Of course, in Germany, home of this car, you would have
limitless speeding fun. Well, I suppose you wouldn't be able to do this on like the normal roads. It'd only be on the autobahn you'd be able to do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But they've got a lot of big wide autobahns.
Yeah, so you can literally just put your foot down the whole time, which must be frightening.
What I will say about this car, it's not a car that for me makes me think, I'm going to put my foot down. And we've done it, we've had fun.
It didn't to me as well. I was like,
it does feel more like a leisurely cruiser, and there's power there if you need it.
Which isn't a problem if that's the type of car you want to go for.
Absolutely. But I think it's that slight lack of throttle responsiveness that makes you feel less inclined to do it because you're not quite connected to exactly what's going to happen.
I suppose it's different to another car which sort of like, I suppose if it was a Lotus it'd be like, go on, put your foot on the pedal, let's go.
But then those cars also can be quite tiring. Because you're constantly going fast. You're so involved that on a long journey.
I haven't felt tired at all. I mean, I know I'm a passenger now, but I haven't felt tired. I suppose you could give it the beans again.
Go on then. One more time.
Yes, do it.
Hang on, we hit the national limit because I don't know what. I don't want to get a ticket.
Yes, we're on camera. We're doing the right thing.
Let's go.
Let's go. Bloody hell. It does go. It does go.
That's a diesel. I mean, you wouldn't have thought that 20, 30 years ago, would you?
I would never imagine a diesel doing that. So I think they do get kudos for that. I think.
I might be able to put my foot down here. Oh, hang on, we're going straight onto a bend. Well, let's do it anyway.
Do it anyway a little bit.
Whoa!
That's quick. That is quick. And it hugged the road relatively.
Yeah. But that's your fun over. We're approaching a 30. I'm sorry, BM. I know you weren't made for 20, but that's what we've got.
That's what we've got on UK roads.
I mean, this bit, fine, there's houses now, but for half a mile back there, we just had
50,
hedgerows.
60,
But there's a speed camera, so I'm delighted that I'm doing the right speed.
But if there wasn't the speed camera, no, we can't say that. But
actually, do you know, it's funny, I've never been a crazy driver. I do believe in, being responsible. But I have done 2 or 3 speed awareness courses. And
nice.
Yes, I know.
Did you learn anything?
Well, I think I did on the last one. Because without
the second,
question,
it's after 2 is when you...
you really
like the BMW, twice.
And I was only one of those... Well, in fact, you only end up on the speed awareness courses, I believe, if you've only broken a speed limit by a little bit. Because you're all there going, I don't even know I'm on this, I was only doing 34.
So you're responsible enough.
Yes, to not be just given straight points and no choice.
And
I think it was on the 3rd course where I actually gave myself a good talking to and said, this is ridiculous. You keep telling yourself you're a safe driver, and yet you're doing another one of these courses. And they give you very good education on the dangers of doing a couple of extra miles an hour and how you might not stop in time and hit somebody. And ever since then, I've been an absolute stickler for speed limits.
But why did it take to the 3rd one?
Age, probably.
You reckon?
I think so, but I was never someone I would never go
Like
40
100 miles per hour, 20s.
Exactly. I would never go 40 in a 30 because I've got kids and I don't want them to step out. It would be like you're just creeping up 33, 34, maybe 35. I don't know.
Just a bit. Yeah.
And actually, the courses they did make me realise eventually that why? What am I gaining by doing 35? I'm going to get home an extra 30 seconds,
That's
20
true.
seconds earlier, and risk somebody's life for that.
That's true.
But for me, it's funny. I mean, I meet a lot of actors through my job because obviously you get them as guests and stuff, and they're brilliant, and I love talking to them, and I've got a lot of time for their talent.
Yeah.
But I don't meet many directors. So that's why I was so excited to meet John Glenn, the person who has the vision. Because I always think he's an amazing director because he did 3 Roger Moore films that felt like Roger Moore films.
So which ones did he do? He did For Your Eyes Only.
Octopussy and A View to a Kill.
Yes.
And then he did both Dalton films and completely changed the style and the tone to suit the actor. And I thought that's genius.
That is clever. But he was second unit director in The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, he was second unit from On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Onwards, like continuously, wasn't he? Because I know he was on Her Majesty's.
Yeah,
But was it continuously, literally from then?
He was certainly on every Bond film from On Her Majesty's.
Okay, yeah.
I think he edited some. So he was an editor on some and second unit on some, second unit director. So he had this huge span of Bond films.
Yeah.
Incredible. And I said to him, I just don't think, because he's so modest.
Yeah.
I said, to do what you did, to do Roger Moore films in his style, and then
To switch, like that, you're right.
to do these Dalton films that looked and felt completely different. I said,
It's
that's
hard,
a
it's
real
hard.
skill. Yeah. Are you a big fan of Clarkson's Farm?
I actually am, and I think I don't know about you, but I think it shows a different persona of him that's
Yes.
not the same as what's in the car show.
Yeah.
In the Top Gear Grand Tour. He seems...
Yeah,
I'm not saying that he wasn't genuine before, but he seems very genuine, very funny and friendly, you know.
Do you want my Clarkson's Farm claim to fame?
Oh, please do tell me your Clarkson's Farm claim to fame.
I've not actually seen it, but I gather my voice is in
Turn right onto
Series 3.
B4047.
Your voice is in Series 3?
Yeah, I think at the end of Series 3.
Oh, is it when it's on the news segment?
Yes.
Because they do that in a few of the series. I think they do that in the latest one briefly as well. I'll have to go back and look.
Is the latest one Series 4 or Series 5?
I think it's Series 5.
Oh, I think I might be in the last episode of Series 4.
Okay.
I've had people emailing me, contacting me on social media. Oh, you're in Clarkson's Farm, but I think you only hear me. Well, I've seen some of the first series and loved it, but I just haven't had time to watch any more yet.
It is good.
Just anywhere, do you think?
Yeah, just go anywhere, I think.
There we go.
Perfect. And we're done. We're at the Farmer's Dog.
I'm in park, aren't I? That is it.
That is it. You're in park.
Nice one. Windows closed. Just checking. Yes. I
Yes,
just
they are
hit that
closed.
Thinking it was open.
We're alive and safe. So I suppose before we end, what would you rate the drive?
The company, 10 out of 10.
Likewise.
Nice one. The car, yeah, hey, do you know what? I like it a lot. I like it when you put your foot down and the power comes in. It's great. It's just a shame there is that delay.
Yeah.
I hate the fake sound, but because I was screaming over some of it, that helped.
It did mask it.
Yeah.
Made it better.
It's very comfy. You don't get blown about too much.
Yeah.
It's a bit generic and a little bit boring, but I don't want to be harsh because the key word is a bit.
Yes, it's a bit.
It's not a lot boring.
I suppose that's an interesting thing about this car. It's a little bit of everything.
Yes.
It's a little bit annoying here, a little bit annoying there, a little bit great here.
Yes.
And a little bit...
Yeah, I think if it had the V8 under the bonnet, it would be a better
lot great in one way.
Yeah, but I enjoyed driving it. It's comfortable, relaxing. I think on a long cruise, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it inspires you to want to have a nice drive around windy roads.
Yeah, it's a leisurely experience.
But very pleasant, very comfortable. Feels incredibly well made, and I like it. It's got buttons. New cars don't have buttons. It's got buttons.
Yeah, I mean, like I think I completely agree with you. I think it's loads of different elements are a bit annoying. Loads of different elements are also great. And I think ultimately, if you're taking, as we've said, this car, cruising along, not really bothered about what you do, to a certain extent.
Yes.
To a certain extent, not being bothered about what you do. You just want to enjoy, not think too much, crunch through those miles. I think this does a good job. I think, personally, I think I'd probably give it, a 7.
Well, I was going to say, if I was rating it as a cruising car, merely to munch up miles, it's probably a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
But for a fun car, a car I could fall in love with, it's probably more like a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6. So I'm going to go between the two.
And choose.
Now I'm going to do the maths. It's halfway between 9 and 5.
7?
7, thanks.
Because
You're a chemist, you can tell you do numbers well.
But that's basically what I thought of in my head, so it's good that you mentioned it, because, if I was thinking, cruiser, 9, maybe even close to 10. But if I was thinking really, really fun car, is it really? To a certain extent. So I think 7's fair.
7. It's a solid 7. Lovely.
Solid 7.
And we haven't crashed it or anything.
Yeah, we did well.
It's a win.
It's a win. I'll just put the roof up now.
We'll put the roof.
Let's see if it does it. Oh. Okay, it's doing it.
The roof's going up.
We didn't count for 19 seconds, but I think it's faster than 19 so far.
I'm a big fan of that. I feel
That is good.
That's James Bond-esque. That
is.
Big fan.
And it bonged to let you know it's done the job. Thank you, BMW. Okay.
I feel like I should increase the score just for how much I enjoyed that.
7. Shall we end it at 7.5?
7.5.
7.5. We love the roof. Action. So I think that was a nice day's work. We really worked our
car's in one piece. The owner's got it back.
Rose gold alloys are in pristine condition, I think.
Yeah, I think we need to have rose gold pint of beer.
Yeah.
Rose gold?
Rose gold. A rose gold pint of... Well, technically it's a bit gold.
Let's just go and get
Let's
one,
have a
shall
gold
we?
pint.